I know I don't really want to talk about the coronavirus that much on my channel. I just want to keep it focused on the Galaxy. But, it's something, I'm going to put this little message in for my dad. I'm going to go to the post office and mail some stuff off to you. And I don't want you to open it for 3 days. I don't care if you leave it in the mailbox for 3 days. Just don't touch it. I don't want you to get any germs from it. I'm all nitroed up. I'm going to put my paint respirator on and go to the post office. And the reason why I'm doing this, I was up north of here yesterday grocery shopping, and people up there were nonchalantly going around like as if there's no pandemic happening. It blew my mind. And I'm a quarter mile from where the biggest outbreak was this weekend, and the post office is in between where I am and where that big breakout was. And a lot of people from that community use the post office I use. So yeah, I'm not touching a thing in there. I got cash in a separate pocket to pay for everything, and when I come home, I'll change my clothes, take a shower, and put everything in the laundry. I mean, that's just kind of the way it is right now. I just don't like going out in public space, period. Yesterday was the first time I left the property in a week. And fortunately, I was able to get enough stuff. The stores were clean, well stocked, and I was able to get enough stuff to where I don't think I'll need to go out for 2 weeks. So until it starts easing up around me, yeah, I'm just not going out. I've run out of 80 grit sanding discs on the Galaxie, but I was able to get them on Amazon. The same thing, way cheaper than the paint store. So I did order them, but now they're talking the Amazon employees might go on strike. So who knows when I'll get the sanding paper, but I haven't done anything on the Galaxie all weekend. I am going to today. Well, I did do some things. I'll show you what I did when I get back from the post office. This is Woodward Avenue, normally just bustling with traffic, and it's just virtually deserted. All the parking spaces are, this is usually just crammed with people all the time, and nobody's out. Just the essential. There's, some cars out, but not compared to normal. Normally, you can't just drive around willy-nilly like this. You sit and have to wait for everything. It's just crazy. I mean, I've never seen this little of traffic. This is like a tenth of the normal traffic. Here I am at the post office. Look at this. Nobody around. Maybe I'll be the only one in there. That would be nice. I'm back from the post office, and Dad, please again, don't touch your mail for 3 days after it. Just let it sit in the mailbox. It's not going to hurt it, or grab it with a pair of tongs and set it somewhere where you don't touch it for a few days. It's going through, all our mail goes through the Oak Park facility. And Oak Park is the epicenter of the coronavirus here right now. And it's just kind of gotta, be careful around here, and being mailed from down here, please. I know they say it only lasts on paper for a few hours, but this is a new virus that they don't know a lot about. So we don't know that. So just be careful, and don't want anything to happen to you. So anyway, back to the Galaxie. We're going to get back to doing some things on this. I washed the truck yesterday too, by the way. I did it in the driveway with the garden hose and a bucket of that auto wash soap, and really cleaned up nice. It was really nasty, all the sanding dust, and it had been rained on and the sanding dust on it, and it was just, I didn't even want to touch it for fear it would scratch the paint, from all the dust and dirt on it. But anyway, it's spotless. It's the cleanest it's been in months. I even washed the engine. And but anyway, I'm going to sand some of this. I'm going to put some sheets. I'm going to stuff some sheets all around in here so that the dust from sanding doesn't go down in here, because I'm going to do it in the garage. It's kind of nasty out today. They're predicting on and off or rain showers, and it was kind of drizzly, misty drizzly when went out. And I did get a bunch of parts for the car. They're in boxes. Everything that comes in the mail sits in a quarantine spot for a few days before I touch it. And a lot of these boxes have been sitting there for about a week because I haven't really needed them. I know it's in the packages. I know exactly what's in them. And I'm not to the point where I need them yet, so I've just been letting them sit there. But maybe today we'll open them up and go through them, and I'll show you what all I got. And just kind of show what's going on here. Another thing too, the hose end let loose on this, it just leaks air, and I can't go get a new barb because every place that sells them is closed. But you can see when I turn I don't know if you can hear this or not. Hear it hiss? Yeah, I can feel the air coming out of it too. So I need a new barb end for the air hose. So I ordered one on Amazon, and well, because like I say, no place around here has them. But that's my air hose that are, don't care if it gets moisture. And I have one specifically for painting, and I don't want to use it to run air tools. And I'll show you what else I've been doing too. So if you remember when I was taking this car apart in the back, do the all the rear stuff, these bumpers, this one, the rubber was torn free from the metal. And I thought, well, I'll just get new ones. Well, I went on the internet and I searched eBay. I searched all these reproduction parts places. I searched everywhere, and I could find nothing available for these rear bumpers for the Galaxie. And the other one was perfectly fine. It was just, this is the driver's side one. Well, as you remember, again, if you've been watching my videos for a while, my shoes, these shoes here were falling apart. And I got this shoe glue stuff, this stuff, and glued my shoes back together, and they surprisingly have stayed together. And the fabric is coming apart and stuff. The shoes are slowly wearing out, but the sole is staying on from that stuff. So I did the same with this. And this piece of rubber here was just loosely flapping around and hanging. I can't even move it. That is stuck bonded well. So I think this will work well. I did this on Saturday, and today is Monday, and it's still clamped. And I might unclamp it today. I might leave it. I think these, if you leave them clamped 3 or 4 days, you get a little better bond with that shoe glue. But I don't know. But anyway, it'll last. It's not going to come off. I doubt the axle will ever hit that. I'm not going to be jumping the car or driving it crazy or anything. So this probably will never come off. But I couldn't find one, so that's why I did what I did with it. I bead blasted it, and I bead blasted both sides and the back side of the rubber really good before I glued it, so there's zero rust or scale or anything in there, so that should bond well. Well, I got my knife out here, and let me open some of these packages up. I got another magazine from them. I order parts from them, parts catalog I should say, but I order parts from them. And I buy parts on eBay. I get them from Auto Crafters. So I do this is a bag of grommets that I ordered because some of the grommets were missing, and so I just ordered this is the Mustang kit. They don't make them for the Galaxie, so a kit that is for the Galaxie. They make plugs, but you buy them individually. So I figured there's probably enough in there of the sizes I needed, so I just ordered it. So that's for some of the body plugs that are missing, like right down there. There's a hole. So I'll get I'll have plugs so There's a couple other places that needed body plugs. I don't know, I'm missing the two in the trunk. Those ones were really hard, so I can take care of them too. Let's see what else we have here. Are you still in view of everything? Yes. Oh no, this feels like it's empty. Oh, no. The little clips that hold the scripts on, the Galaxie letters, the 500 emblems, the 352 emblems. A lot of those things have these little clips that hold them to the body. And I saved all the old ones, but I don't want to put rusty old old clips in there. I'll put some brand new ones in there, so I got them. Keep the paperwork together because it has to go in with the receipts. That is one of these are for the headlight doors where the headlights meet the fender, so that there's a little gasket between them. So that's what those are. And this was in the package, so let me see what's in here. Oh, these are the seals for, I'll show you. I don't want to open that door because I don't have that fender lined up, but I'll show you with the other door. Sorry about that. Seal goes right here. And then there's a seal that goes right here. So I just ordered them all. This is the one for here. And the one that's for here is part of the weather strip for the door. So I got those. Alright, let's see what else we have here. Got to be kind of careful cutting into these packages. I don't want to cut what's in them because I know I ordered a lot of other stuff. Oh, these are for the gas filler door. When I have this all painted and put back on, the gas cap filler door bolts on here, but there's rubber bumpers in there. And these are the new rubber bumpers for in there. This is from Auto Crafters. And that is the trunk weather stripping. So we'll replace the weather stripping on the trunk lid. And it looks like that's all that's in this box. And there was more in this. I thought this was just paperwork, but those are the bumpers on the brackets for the license plate. These are the bumpers for the doors that go on the doors in the door jamb. And these are little, they show up little plastic T-clips for the, 2 or 3 of them broke when I was taking the weather strip off the driver's door. So I ordered a dozen, figuring if I break 2 or 3 on the passenger door, I'll have enough to replace all the broken ones. The ones that didn't break, they're perfectly good and reusable. The original ones are black. These reproduction ones are white. That's the only, other than that, they look basically the same. I'll show you where these bumpers go. One goes here, one goes here on each door. So, it just dresses it up. The original ones had overspray on them from when they painted the car in the past, and they just didn't look good anymore. I got them off without breaking them, but they're all hard and just didn't look good. I was just starting to break the surface, and then I'll get this sanded out here. So there we go. We got a bunch of new goodies, and I ordered from Auto or Car Crafters. I forget what anyway, I ordered the belt line. They call it belt line trim or molding. the rubber seal that's all, this is what's left of the rubber seal here. You can see it's pretty shot, and I took the trim off the rest of the, still on this door. I'll take it off and I take the door apart, but that is on back order. That'll still be a few weeks yet before I get it. And as you see, the screws go into the thing, you know, so you can't get at the screws to get this trim off to change it unless the glass comes out. So I cannot put that door together over there until I have that rubber. So I'm kind of hoping that that does come in the next few weeks, because I'm hoping to have the car, rest of the, at least the rear quarter panels painted by the end of the month. You know, the supply of parts has been kind of, you know, it's difficult to get stuff. I can't just run to the store and get sandpaper or painting material or anything I need. So I either have to get it online or find some alternative, and it's kind of slowed me down a bit. And like I say, I'm waiting on sandpaper. You know, I ordered it this morning. It should be here. Usually it's here the next day when I order stuff from Amazon. There's a big warehouse, not even a mile, maybe a mile from me at the most. And when I order stuff, sometimes it's same day, usually next day, but we'll see. Hopefully it's here and I can get back to going on this. So I'm going to take this stuff and stash it somewhere and get to sanding over there. I sanded out all filler. I sanded these out and put some sandable primer, and I'll sand that with 320 tomorrow. I like to let this stuff dry 24 hours. And then I sanded this out. It was really good, but there was just a few little imperfections, little pockets and pits and nicks and little things. There was a little dent right there that I didn't see until I was really, you know, sanding it out, and then I could see a little imperfection, so I filled that. This just needs a, you know, basically I think tomorrow, I like to let this stuff dry overnight, so I'm not gonna do any more sanding on it. And I added some more over there too, and ready to give it a final sanding, I think, tomorrow, and then we'll put a coat of the, I don't have any of that left. I'll have to see if I have something else that'll work. You know, I don't, the good SEM filler primer. I might have some gray filler primer in a quart, and I can mix it up my door jam gun if I need to spray this, because the store that I get this from, I don't think is open due to the coronavirus. So I think I'll just do what I can with what I have, and we'll go from there. I think I'm going to start pulling the trunk weather strip out right now, and you know, that way I can sand that out too. But I don't know if I'm going to do that today. It's getting a little late, and I had lunch, and then I came out and finished sanding and put this on. So this has only been drying, maybe, that's been on there for maybe 2.5 hours, and I was just inside looking on the internet for some other components I might need for the car. So, you know, that searching parts is a bit of time too. This weather stripping comes out fairly easy, as you can see, and I think I'm going to try and take it out and not damage it. You never know, this might be better than the new. So I'm going to try and get it all out of here, and it looks like the inside of that channel is going to be in pretty decent shape. I'll show it to you when I get it all cleaned out. That's just full of dirt and stuff, but that'll all sand out nice. Look what I found in under the weather strip. This is brand new. It was probably dropped in there during the assembly. It was stuck. You can see where the threads were right there. It was stuck in there. It's probably, like I said, it's probably been in there since the car was brand new. Got the weather strip out in one piece without damaging it, and the inside of the channel weather strip goes in excellent condition. There's a little surface rust here, but that just flakes off my finger, and you know, a little bit of dirt, but we'll get that all sanded out and paint it. I mean, I've done cars where these are gone to here, to where you got to make this whole piece, you know. This is a common area for all brands of cars to rot out, not just GM or Ford, or I mean, it seems like they all rot out in their channel for the trunk weather strip. And this is completely solid all the way around. I'm really happy about that, not having to rebuild any of that. Well, I had a little dent out there, a dent out there, a dent out there, and a dent out there, and I think those have been in it since the car has been new. I think this is any imperfections here. I can feel pretty much all regular little, like from when they stamped the metal. And I'm going to fix it up a little bit better so it doesn't look, you know, because I can feel these, but I can't feel anything where I did body work. So I'm going to fix those, and I had to put a little bit of skim just along that edge, and there's a little spot right there I got to get yet, but we'll finish it up this area, and this is pretty much all ready to fine sand and prime with some sandable primer. But we'll fool with this some more tomorrow. I want to let this get some good dry time. I'm going to wrap this video up. The comments have been messed up on YouTube for a while. I just have a heck of a time finding the comments or replying to them or whatever. So if I miss your comment, sorry. I'll try and get them on, you know, go to the comments section and get them all, but it just is a mess right now with YouTube, I guess. They said they corrected it, but it doesn't look corrected to me. But anyway, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see this old beautiful Galaxie all done up, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.